Whispering Walls. Once upon a time, in a small, secluded village nestled between tall mountains, there stood an ancient mansion known as the Whispering Walls. The mansion had long been abandoned, its windows broken and its doors creaking in the wind. The villagers spoke of it with a mixture of fear and curiosity, for it was said that the walls of the mansion could whisper secrets to anyone who dared to listen. The story of the Whispering Walls had been passed down through generations. It was said that many years ago, a wealthy family had lived in the mansion. The family was known for their kindness, and they welcomed everyone who visited their home. But as the years passed, the family began to grow more secretive. They would lock themselves away in the deepest rooms of the mansion, and no one ever saw them again. The villagers assumed they had simply grown old and passed away, but the mansion remained empty, its doors locked, and its windows shut. One fateful evening, a young woman named Amelia moved to the village. She had heard the rumors about the mansion, but was skeptical of the tales. Being an adventurous spirit, she decided to explore the mansion for herself. The villagers warned her to stay away, but Amelia's curiosity got the better of her. As she approached the mansion, the wind howled, and the trees seemed to bend away from the building, as though they were trying to escape its presence. Undeterred, Amelia pushed open the creaky front gate and stepped into the overgrown yard. The mansion loomed in front of her, its towering walls darkened by time and neglect. She made her way inside, the door creaking as she opened it. Dust and cobwebs filled the air, and the faint scent of decay lingered in the atmosphere. As Amelia wandered through the halls, she noticed something strange. Faint whispers seemed to echo through the walls. At first, she thought it was just the wind, but as she moved closer, she realized that the whispers were words, soft and distant. Amelia pressed her ear against the nearest wall, straining to hear. The whispers became clearer. They were speaking of things, secrets, long-forgotten memories, and hidden truths about the family that once lived there. The voices sounded ancient, as though they had been trapped within the walls for centuries. The whispers spoke of betrayal, of lost love, and of the tragic end of the family. The deeper Amelia went into the mansion, the more the whispers seemed to intensify. They beckoned her to go further, urging her to uncover the mysteries hidden within the mansion's depths. Eventually, she reached the grand staircase that spiraled upwards into the darkness. The whispers grew louder, and Amelia felt an overwhelming pull to ascend. With each step, the mansion seemed to come alive, its walls groaning and creaking as if it were waking from a long slumber. At the top of the stairs, Amelia found a door, old and weathered, yet somehow inviting. She opened it slowly, stepping into the room beyond. The room was unlike any she had ever seen. The walls were covered in ancient symbols, glowing faintly in the dim light. In the center of the room stood a pedestal, upon which rested an ornate box. Amelia approached the box, and as her fingers brushed against it, a sudden wave of emotions flooded her mind: fear, sorrow, and anger. The whispers grew frantic, as if warning her to turn back. But Amelia's curiosity would not allow her to stop now. She opened the box, and within it was a letter, old and brittle, written in elegant handwriting. The letter revealed the truth of the family's fate. They had been cursed, trapped in the mansion by an ancient spell. The whispers were their voices, unable to rest in peace because of the betrayal that had occurred within these very walls. The letter spoke of a terrible secret. The family had made a deal with a dark force, promising their souls in exchange for eternal wealth and power. But as time passed, the family realized the true cost of their greed. The curse had bound them to the mansion, their spirits trapped within the walls, forever whispering the truth of their betrayal to anyone who dared to listen. As Amelia read the letter, the whispers seemed to fade away, replaced by an eerie silence. The air grew thick with tension, and the walls of the mansion seemed to close in around her. She could feel the presence of the trapped spirits, watching her, waiting for her to make a decision. Suddenly, the door slammed shut, and the room was plunged into darkness. Amelia's heart raced as she struggled to find her way out. She could feel the cold breath of the spirits around her, their whispers turning into desperate pleas. "Set us free," they beg. "Help us break the curse." With trembling hands, Amelia reached for the letter once more. She studied the ancient symbols on the walls, and in a moment of clarity, she realized that she held the key to their freedom. The curse could only be broken if someone from outside the family was willing to make a sacrifice, an offering of selflessness and compassion. Amelia, with a heavy heart, made the decision. She whispered the words of the incantation aloud, releasing the spirits from their eternal prison. The mansion trembled, and the whispers ceased, leaving only silence behind. As Amelia left the mansion, the first rays of dawn broke through the clouds, casting a warm light over the now peaceful house. The walls that had once whispered secrets now stood still, their stories finally told. The mansion was no longer cursed, and the spirits of the family had found their peace. The villagers, who had once feared the mansion, now spoke of it with reverence. They called it the Mansion of Redemption, a place where the past had been set free and where the walls no longer whispered, but remained silent, preserving the secrets of a long-forgotten time. Amelia, having solved the mystery, left the village with a sense of fulfillment. She had uncovered the truth, helped the trapped souls find peace, and in doing so, had freed herself from the weight of curiosity that had once consumed her. The whispering walls had finally stopped whispering.